Well, hello. So today we're gonna do some canned corn nail art, and I do have to put a disclaimer that the normal way they were last week, all nice and white and pretty, and then I used some brand and disclaimer, note to self, wear gloves while rinsing. Still looks kind of pretty cool, but honestly, it's a little disturbing. So we're going to get rid of these. I'm actually going to keep the nails because they're still on really good. This is why I like the Macart solid glue. So I'm just going to take some old nail clippers. These are some old nail clippers. And take the gems off before I start sanding down my gel, because I definitely don't want to sand down any glass or acrylic or anything like that. All the care you take to put something together, and it comes apart so easily. Isn't that just life? Alright. Get these all off. Yeah, this Macart rhinestone glue does actually really work. Let me sweep up rhinestones for a minute. They're flying everywhere. So just as a side note, I'm really sorry, you guys, that some of my stuff got blocked. It is early. I did say I was new to this. Did not quite realize that just having music in the background would cause a copyright issue, but we now know, so there's none of my music in the background. Alright, so now that I have that off, let me just clean this up a little bit because this is bad. And I'm going to grab my dust collector and I'll be right back. Alright, so we do have my dust collector. This is the Macart, just a regular old dust collector. They do sell it on Amazon, Macart. I believe you can still find some on eBay if you're looking. Alright, so I'm going to take my trusty, dusty little, I don't even know the name brand of this anymore. Honestly, it's just an electric drill. But this was from Amazon. I think I paid like $35 or $40 for it. But it's been working. It's got a nice small handle. I mean, if you want cheap, it's the way to go. And I am going to use my Amazon bits. I am going to start with a nice grittier bit. And then I am going to move to, a nice finer bit, because I do want to debulk the majority of the gel that's on here, the nice purple poly gel that I'm not going to want for a candy corn design. Alright, so this is going to go on and everything's going to get loud. And as always, I call them my slow, quick strokes. Slow enough to get what I need gone, but quick enough that I don't burn myself. Good. I did not know how far that purple went. I'm okay with a little white, but I do want to get a little more on my cuticle area, just in case there's any lifting there that I don't know about. I'll do that with a finer brush. So there's that guy. Give me a second, because I just dropped my book. Alright, now that I found what I was looking for, and this is kind of a safety bit, so I do feel a little more comfortable going around my cuticles. I say kind of a safety bit because it doesn't have the roundness at the top like this guy does. But it does still have a soft edge on it. Slight edge, but it is a soft edge. So that you don't like snag your cuticles. That hurts. Anybody who is learning how to use a drill, you know. Get yourself. Make sure that I'm still nicely shaped. I'll do some shaping with my hand file, but because I'm also changing the color scheme, I am going to also go on the inside and get rid of all of this, because I don't want red glitter mixed in with my candy cane. Simple things in life, right? So I am going to take this little bit, and this came in a package from Amazon. I don't remember who sold it. If I can find it, I will put it in the description. But I actually really love these wonderful multicolored, what do they call it? Well, I guess multicolored stuff. So I'm going to use it. Alright. And I don't want to do too much in here. I mean, since I am doing what I'm doing, there's an awful lot that I can cover up, should I need to. Wrong side. That's better. Apologize for my shakiness. I've messed up my prescription, so I have to wait for this refill on the stuff that keeps me from tremoring too much. So I do still have a little bit in there. It's not a lot, but you can take one of these guys. Ooh, maybe not that one. So just one of these guys, and you can actually file away the rest. So yes, I do have a hand file for the inside of my nails. And I don't much care that there's still some in there. I mean, I've got some that's kind of seeped under where my nail is here. And I can kind of pick at that until it comes off. Doesn't take much. Alright, now I'm going to take wonderful Macart from the purple edition, and I'm going to just use my softer side because I already bulked quite a bit. I'm just really going to soften it out now, make sure that there's none of that pesky red or purple left, make sure that my lines are sharp. And for the candy corn, I don't want a sharp tip. Just slightly rounded. This is candy corn, y'all. It's not supposed to hurt. Alright, so, and then I'm just going to go through with my little block buffer, and I'm going to buff that out because, you know, there's scratches, and although I don't really care if this nail is cloudy because it's yellow, orange, and white, it's white. So, after that's all said and done, I am going to go ahead and do the rest of these lovely nails. It's going to take me a minute, so I am going to do it off camera. I do apologize for that, but you guys, this is a mess right now, so I'll be right back. Alright, so now that I've got everything filed and somewhat shaped, I did find that there were some bubbles in that lovely polygel that I mixed. Now, I do still have some. I saved it just in case because I wanted these particular nails to last. Honestly, I feel kind of icky removing my nails so much, so unless I'm changing the shape, I usually don't change my nails, unless I have to, in which case, that's fine. So I am gonna kind of go in and clip off some dead stuff from my cuticles. There's several different options, of course. You can go ahead and use your e-file and file it off. You can use these cute little cuticle nippers or these cuticle nippers. I'm going to use these guys today because they're just a little bit faster sometimes. I really only use these to get the stuff I can't get with these. And like I said before, these ones are new. I keep my new sharp just for my cuticles covered, and the ones that are retired to all the dirty stuff are uncovered. And then I do have a set that I use that are even older, and these ones I will use for things like cutting chains or links or, you know, metal stuff that needs to come off that I don't want to ruin my good blades for. So I am going to take my lovely Born Pretty cuticle pusher, and I'm going to use the other side and kind of lift up what I didn't get with my drill. It's not too much because, you know, they were only on for a week. But some of my stuff gets kind of bad, so this one needs a little help. Yep. It's just dead skin, folks. We're just shoving dead skin around and cutting it off. see, like right in here, if I get all this dust out, you can see, yeah, we got a problem. A lot of my nails didn't actually have some lifting, so I'm not really worried about those. They'll still last another week. But the ones that did lift a little bit, I went and just filed off just enough to where there wasn't any extra white in there. And this one got dusty. I mean, we got dusty today. And I still have glitter everywhere from last week. Doesn't come off rubber all that well. So once I'm satisfied with that, put these guys away. I do like to put my tools away as I go so that things don't get all messed up. Alright, so now that I've done that, I am going to take my little brush into some alcohol. You guys, I use one of these. I just got it at the dollar store, no biggie. And I'm going to get off as much dust as I can. Because, yeah, they dusty. Yep. All right. So now that I've got that going on for me, I am going to go ahead and take my dehydrator from my Macart dehydrator, peeps, and I am going to go around and put in where I do intend to fill. Don't need to put on any of the poly gel that's already there, just the bare nail. But since there's so little, I'm going to get it all over this poly gel, which is whatever. It's just dehydrated poly gel. Okay, I've got some staining on my finger. Alright, put that away. And then grab my poly gel. Now you guys, when I do my brush, I do saturate the brush with alcohol, but I do tap out the extra. And I think I'm gonna need a spatula. Where's my little spatula? Alright, so I've got a little spatula, and I'm just going to take a little bit, and I'm going to pop that right up near the cuticle, but not on it. Glitter everywhere. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pop that where I want it to be. And I am probably going to switch up from starting with my left or my right. mostly because people are continuously asking me how I do things with my non-dominant hand. And this is it, folks. This is it. It's pretty simple. You just have to practice. Yeah, because this is just a fill and not the entire application, I'm not going to flash cure as much because this is a very little amount of polygel. It's not going to really go very far. Smooth that everything. But I am going to kind of take my light and pop that, because this light's strong. You guys, I got this light off Amazon. My jelly stamper light I got off AliExpress, and I've used it twice and it's already cracked. For some reason, this stuff is really sticky. I don't remember it being that sticky last week. I'm really whiny today. I do apologize. Alright. Make sure everything's smooth. And of course, because this is my left hand, I do work a little slower. I'm getting faster though. I mean, it really just takes a lot of practice, you guys. And I've been working with this stuff for about a year now. I like to think I'm a fast learner, but you know, some things you're just like, oh, yeah, there's no way. Some things, like this is, where there's a will, there's a way, peeps. If you want to do it, you can definitely do it. This is, I mean, after a while, it's really not hard, so. And so you guys, I do tap excess alcohol off my brush every time I dip it, mostly because if there's too much alcohol, this stuff thins out a lot more, and then you've got a runny mess. I'm speaking from experience. All right. And this one is one that had bubbles, so there's little holes in there that I kind of want to get rid of. Very sticky. Chew up there. Wow, this is like more than just a little sticky. Ah, glitter. No. Get off. Get it? No. So sticky, it's attracting all the glitter. There's stray glitter everywhere, people. I mean, I really made a mess with glitter last week. Doesn't matter what I do, there's glitter. It's mostly cleanup. I knocked into the pot when I was cleaning up, and glitter went all over my little nail room, so... I'm really not really so concerned about the color, because I do actually have plans that, you know, will cover this up. So we're not going to worry about that. We are going to worry about the stuff that's starting to warm and pool into my cuticles. Well, that one's just going to have to get filed, because I'm not messing with it anymore. All right, let's get my pinky done. Nah. I don't think I'm going to save this stuff after. It's really just too sticky. Wow, stickiness. Sticky, sticky, sticky crap. And this stuff is nice and warm now that it's been sitting on my nails, so... yeah. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cure for 60 seconds, and then I'm gonna get this hand all nice and accomplished, and I'll be back. Alright, so I've got it all laid on, and as you can see, yeah, it started getting really liquidy, and it started flooding my cuticles like you wouldn't believe. I am gonna take a clipper and get some of this where it's actually touching my skin. And I would prefer that it wasn't. Alright. But yeah, the more you mess with it when it's that sticky, the more you're just gonna make it more sticky. Alright, I'm not gonna save that again. So most nails I really just need to go over and kind of just get the bumps, especially since, you know, sticky. But there's a couple that I'm gonna have to work at. And when this happens to me, I really just, I'm watching to see the shine. I don't know if you can see those shining. That means that there's still lumpy, bumpy areas I need to work on. So that's what I'm looking for, is that shine. And I think I am going to get my e-file out because there's, yeah, I don't like that. And get that area. It's really hard to get with a file, by the way. So if you don't have an e-file, most definitely get one. I don't really recommend the ones where you have to, you know, plug it into a USB and they barely have any power, because they really don't do much, and if you put any pressure on there, it stops. So if you're gonna spend the money, make sure that you're getting one that's gonna work at least. This little e-file I had good ratings on Amazon, so that's why I bought it. Alright, so yeah, grab my trusty dusty out. Now you guys may not know this, but these do come with a little nubbin. Keep that in there, because if too much dust gets in your hole in your e-file, it gets kind of gunky, and then, you know, it doesn't do its job properly. It gets unbalanced. That's the word I'm looking for. No, I'm telling you, it's a day. Alright. Turn her on. I don't want her on a high speed. And I'm just going to go ahead and get all my cuticles because I know they need it. I'm sorry, thumb skin. these corners that really bother me. I mean, most of my nails, there aren't corners, but my thumbs got corners. And stuff tends to pool there. Man, I should have brought the duster back out. Now, you guys, if you've got issues where your fine grit gets kind of gunky, you can do one of two things. Well, three if you count throwing things on the floor. You can soak this in alcohol or acetone and then scrub at it with your brush and it will work. Or you can find one of these guys. I threw the lid on the floor. This I got off Amazon, and honestly, it cleans very well so that you don't have that gunk. And I find that every once in a while I do have to clean my bit, and I have found that this Rosalind Polygel, although I really like it, it does really gunk up your file. Not quite sure why. Oh wow. Okay, see, this is where I've got issues because this stuff pooled where I couldn't quite see it. I was actually getting very frustrated with this stuff. Make sure that I don't have any. Oh, there's a little there. Or I thought it was just wet with alcohol. Nope, no sir. Let's go ahead and create an allergen. That's good. Alright, sorry. Like I said, I'm in a mood. Try this again without the dramatics, people. I think if I use the Rosalind Polygel again, which I have a lot of it, so I better use it, I'm not saving the stuff I mix. It's just not going to happen. Not worth it. I'll just mix new stuff, and hopefully it's the same color. Pesky cuticle. Pesky. And this is why I nip my cuticles off, because I do have a hard time finding the right bit and the right speed that will work for my cuticles. I do have extremely dry skin on my hands, so not all of that is dust. It's just dry skin. It's gross, actually. Gross. Alright. That's better. And I don't know why why, but something turned pink here. It wasn't coming off, so I don't think that... Oh. I don't know. I like and then I dislike this Rosalind Polygel. Now, since the last video you guys were unable to see, I will go ahead and put this out because I usually have my nails stripped and prepped and all pretty much just ready to go. Definitely comment below. Let me know if you want to see how I strip and prep my nails for, because it's not the same as everybody else. But then if I see that too much, I tend to skip through it on tutorials. Because yeah, she watches tutorials still. And will probably continue to do so. I do have my favorites. My inspirations for doing this myself would be Christy McKeon. I really like her. You guys need to check her out if you don't already know. She does, I mean, awesome with sculpting with acrylic, and I mean, it's definitely something to go take a look at and see. I do like Emily Susanna. She's one of my top favorites. She's a DIYer herself, not a nail tech. I'm not a nail tech, people. I work in a massage studio in the front desk. I don't touch people. So I give kudos to all of you nail techs, massage technicians, all of you. Therapy, everybody. Those people who have to touch people for a living, kudos to you, because I honestly tried the CNA route and I do not like touching people. I just don't. You know, if you're my friend, my family, that's a different story, but strangers, no. I don't touch people. So, yeah, it's definitely Emily Susanna. I do like Evie and Long Hair Pretty Nails. C's Tutorials is one of my favorites as well. And then some of my other favorites, Little Miss, Nails by Key, Nails by Vic. Yeah, y'all are some of my favorites. I do like Tabitha Scott also. And I'm missing something. I know I am. I watch too many, you guys. I do have my select favorites, and then I do watch some of the ones just for the art itself, where I'm like, can you move on? So honestly, I mean, I get bored easy, so don't ask me. I mean, but some of y'all keep it entertaining. Anybody seen those freaking butterfly nails that Evie did on Long Hair Pretty Nails? And she actually worked with them? Sorry, but I have to type for a living, and no, that would not work. Those extra long nails were challenging enough, and I will redo extra long nails. You guys, I'm not going to go completely insane with the length or, you know, using weird things around the house, but that's really just because I do type at work a lot, so I have to at least be able to do that. And the keyboards we have at work are not fun as a general rule. They are slick, so my nails tend to slide off. It's awesome. Got more bubbles. Or did I? I think I filed into bubbles. That's awesome. All right, let me do this. Oh, they're not too bad. I think I can do something with that. All right. And this one actually had, like, I filed into a major bubble on this side. It was awful. So I filed it all away. So then I had to build it back up. That's why this nail is in such need of repair. I'm really glad that I'm covering a lot of this up because that red glitter got everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, it's on my seat. Let me be picking red glitter out of stuff for months. Great. I'm gonna do this. Get it smoother. Yeah, so you can see it's a little less, but I did file all the way down. I kind of got tired working with the poly gel. It was not really working well for me, so and thin that down a little bit so it's kind of even. All right. Pinky didn't need much, so it shouldn't be too terrible. Kind of spoke a little too soon. All right, let's take a look. All right, so other than these little divots, which I'm going to fill in with base coat, we're not looking too bad. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this hand done, and then I'm going to clean this up because this is horrendous, people, and I'll be back in a little bit. All right, so now that they're nicely filed and shaped, go back in with another alcohol wash. See if I can get rid of all of this dust. Make my skin even drier. This is why I don't use acetone to soak off my nails. You guys, what I use is hot water, a little Dawn, excuse me, and some coconut oil. That gives it the nice, get your moisture on your cuticles and everything, and it gets oily underneath. And then make sure you wash your hands really, really, really well, because that coconut oil can cause lifting and stuff, so you don't want to keep it on your fingers. But yeah, definitely soaking in it, it feels good too. So all right, so now I'm going to use some base coat, and I am using these lavender violets. I'm going to try these, see what these do. All right, let's just get both hands. seems like a nice thick consistency. I had actually never heard of these, and it came as a free gift from some purchase I made on eBay. I just threw in this trio, so I was okay with that. Alright, I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds. I'll be right back. Alright, so that hand is done, and I already swiped it with alcohol to get rid of the sticky because I really just don't want to work with it. And keep that there so I don't knock it over. Alright, now this is where I kind of want to okay. Alright, cure this for 60 seconds, and I am going to wipe it with alcohol so that it's not sticky anymore, and I'll be alright. So now that that's done, everything is nice and base coated. I don't have to worry about this one later, and I'm still finding glitter. Okay, so this is what we're going to do today. We are going to do a full glow-in-the-dark set. So I do have a few things. I'm going to use my gel-like gel for this. This is glow-in-the-dark, and you guys, this stuff gets bright. So I really like this. I do recommend it. I got this off Amazon. So I'm going to pull out the orange and the yellow, set those aside. And for my white, I am going to use my base coat, and I'm going to mix in some of this pigment powder, which is glow in the dark. So I have my white. Do really apologize how shaky I am today. All right. I can't find my tools today. All right. Got my mixer there. All right. So I've got everything ready. Sorry about the break. I kind of had to put my head together for a second and answer my son's question. I am going to use a lot of base coat because I'm going to do all my nails with this. Since I don't have a glow-in-the-dark polish, I'm kind of using this as the white glow-in-the-dark. I mean, I don't have a white glow-in-the-dark polish. I did look through all my stuff, and nope. You would think, but nope. Throw in some of this pigment powder, and I do want it to be pretty opaque, so I might have put in too much pigment powder. Maybe not. Maybe a little bit. Now, just as I feared, this is a little yellow, so I'm going to try something real quick just because I'm extremely curious if this will work. Just grab a lint-free wipe. And since it's right here, I'm going to dip back in my Kaposi kit for my white. This box is so hard to open. Okay. All right, see how it's whiter? That's kind of the color I'm going for. So let's cure this real quick and let's see if this is going to still be glow in the dark. So you guys, this powder I got from eBay that I'm using today. And you can use it as a pigment powder to kind of dab onto your nails in those designs. I do also have glow in the dark pigment powder that I will be using, the orange and the yellow. I have this cute foil paper. It's got these candy corns on them and trick or treat. I'm not real sure what all I'm going to use. This I got off Etsy in a whole packet of lovely little designs. Now don't mind the bucket, this is my bucket I use, but I'm also going to use these bubble gems, the little mermaid gems I guess they're called, and this glitter. Alright, so now that that's done curing, oh yeah, that glows. Let's see if you can see. Oh yeah, see, that glows. That'll work. I think we're going to do that. Uh-oh. Alright, alternate light source because I don't know what happened to my ring. That's not enough. Ah, I don't know what I did. I just pushed the button. Alright. So, I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to pop some of this white in here. Without making a mess, preferably, but I guess it wouldn't be messy if I didn't do it. So that means that I definitely used enough pigment powder. Yay! Alright. Now I am going to take this little brush. Now this I got off eBay. It came in a set of purple brushes. I mean, bid on stuff on eBay, you might actually get it. And if I just take a few dollars every once in a while and bid up to a certain amount, that way, you know, if I lose, I don't care. I mean, honestly, I'm not paying above a certain price for stuff on eBay like that. So I don't know, this pigment kind of made this kind of grainy. I'm hoping that a top coat's going to fix that right now, because you can kind of see that's grainy. It didn't look grainy on the little lint-free wipe I used, so maybe it'll cure differently. Alright. So this is my base color, and I'm using this as a base color since, like I said, I don't have a glow-in-the-dark white. Well, I do now. Alright, we are experimenting, and that's okay. It's not as opaque as I would like, but these gel polishes are actually not that opaque either, so it's going to take more than one coat of whatever I do with them anyway, so I'm not all that upset about that. I did just swipe my frickin' finger. Okay. I need my refill, people. I am going extra slow because I am so shaky. I'm gonna mess this up. I wanted to do a simple design because of this. I was actually going to do something different, but with the way that I've been shaking the last couple of days, and hopefully they fill my prescription today, son. Yeah. Wanted to make it a little easier on myself. So no line art or anything like that today. It's just not gonna happen. So as this kind of settles a little bit, if I have enough of the product on, it seems to kind of smooth itself out a little bit. So I'm hopeful, because I don't think I would like this graininess all over, and I really screwed that up. Alright, so since I am going to put more than one coat on one of them, I'm not sure which one, because it's whichever one that I'm going to put the foils on. We'll see. Let me cure this real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, so that one's cured, and I think I'm going to do the foil on this guy. Yeah. So I'm going to put another coat of white on this guy. And it did kind of even out a little bit, so maybe I did put too much pigment powder in there. Alright, so now that I've got that on there, I am going to take my Lavender Violets matte, and this should actually cover up the bumps if it's thick enough, and it's pretty thick, so I like doing nail art on matte. It just seems to, like, where it's crisper, you can see it more, it doesn't slip and slide around. So And you guys, especially with the pigments, if you're not sticking pigments to your nail using like foil glue or the sticky residue itself from a polish, which I'm not going to do either because I don't have the dexterity today, then most definitely use the matte. And I do have a set of acrylics. I don't use acrylic because of the monomer, but I can't remember who did it right now. I did see somebody use acrylics instead of pigment powders, and they blend really, really well together, actually more than these guys do. 'Cause you know, these guys, when they do blend, it's not really a blend, it's kind of a muddy color in between. So I'm gonna finish curing this and I'll be right back. Alright, so that did actually smooth that out very nicely. This isn't very sticky, thank God. Alright, so we've got this nail and that is sticky, so I'm going to wipe off the sticky residue. And it is still kind of bumpy, so you know, I'm just gonna take some matte, pop this on here because I do kind of want it smooth for that foil. I mean, just a thought, right? Glitter, okay. More glitter. That's purple. Don't know where that came from. Alright, so I think that's smooth enough. I'm gonna cure this real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, so that's much smoother. So I am gonna take my Macart Nail Art foil glue. And you don't need, this is thick stuff guys, but you don't need a thick layer, just a nice thin layer. Thin, even layer. Alright, and I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds. I really like this paper, but I really wish there were some candy corns, like, other than on the sides only, so we're gonna work with it. Alright, so once that is cured, I'm going to go ahead and lay right there. I'm not gonna get all the trick or treat, but I'm gonna get all this darn stupid candy corn. Yeah, that's not gonna work very well. I didn't think about the print on, okay, on the curved part of my nail. Rub that in. Try and get it as best I can. You guys, I do have problems with the foils still. So if you're having problems with the foils, you are so not alone. I don't know how people just do this. Yep. And I've tried it with the silicone tool. I mean, no joke, this is like, this might not work. Okay, this right here is called a foil fail, and we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do something else instead, because I do not have all day to mess around with that, so we're just gonna kind of forget that happened, and I'm gonna do something different on this now. Look, it never happened. Alright, so now I have an extra layer on this nail that I'm not sure I'm gonna need. And why are my nails purple again? Dude. Yeah. Love this hair dye. Alright, so I do have this guy, and I am going to use both ends because I don't want to completely muddy the colors up. So I've got my white, my yellow, and my orange. And we're going to hit that yellow first. Why does that look green? That is definitely green. Alright, you guys, I lied. Completely lied for this set. I mean, this is turning into a crap show real quick, isn't it? I do apologize for that. Wow, I didn't realize that was that green, and nothing else is gonna match that I have. Nothing. So we're just gonna put these away. Oops, I opened that. I'm just gonna make a mess all over the place today, you guys. I mean, seriously. Alright, we're just putting those away, and we're forgetting that ever happened. That never happened, folks. I am gonna go ahead and open up, hopefully, very carefully, my colors that I'm going to now use on the majority of my nails. Alright. See, these are nice, bright colors, and I really like them. Alright, handy tool. Handy dandy tool. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then see if I can. Oh, I did it. I don't want to. Oh, no. I have two. All right. There she goes. Grab a brush. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I like it. Alright. I was going to do it on at least one of these nails, but oh my gosh. You guys, everything is turning purple still. Really, truly, if you're using Xmondo products, it works. It's good. So most definitely wear gloves. I mean, this is going to turn out to be a complete nail fail, I think, because this stuff doesn't really pigment, so I might have to do something different with it. Alright, let's... Alright, one of these nails is going to be all white. Well, mostly white. I'm gonna... I do apologize, folks, but I'm like in the process of thinking about giving up on this entire video because, oh my god, I'm gonna have to figure out something. I just can't do this like this. I mean, alright, I put an extra layer on this guy real quick. I'm doing my best not to fall apart. That looks so bad. Look at that. Alright, so this I'm going to pop in for 30 seconds. I honestly have a feeling it's the UV light that's bringing all of that violet up. I mean, it's not too bad, but come on. I wanted it white, and this isn't even uniformly purple. Alright, so now I'm going to go back over with my mat. Yeah, I do apologize if I give up and not post anything this week, simply because this is frickin' insane. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay, I'm not giving up. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make it happen one way or the other. If I have to frickin' just put this pigment in pure white polish, that's what's gonna happen, I'm telling you. I no joke. Because I can't just give up. I got polish on me. Alright, so I'm gonna pop these in and I'll be right back. Alright, so here's after curing that mat on. Now I am going to take a wipe and get the powder off my nails. Or off my fingers anyway. Alright, so now that I've done that, and we know that we've got purple tips, I am actually going to go ahead and I'm going to mix some of this pigment with just pure white because I just don't want to mix any of the clear. So I'll mix that.
Well, Uncle Darren's ready to go.
And with that, I'm going to have to take a break because I apparently have to take my brother-in-law somewhere. So I'll be back in a little bit, guys. We'll figure all this mess out. So I'm back. So on the way back, I kind of realized, staring at my nails, I don't have anything underneath. So we're gonna have to figure something out for that. But also, I was in a pretty crappy mood when I got home because if you've ever driven in downtown Denver on a weekday afternoon, you'll understand. If not, just imagine hell and you got it. Otherwise, I get home and I have my very first monthly nail lab from Makartt. So now I'm in a much better mood because now I get to open and see what's in here. I love mystery boxes, you guys, so this is definitely right up my alley. And I just want to see what I got. It's my nail lab. And this is the one that is in collabs with Vanity Val. I mean, my stickers really just messes that up. I'm gonna move this and this. Let's see what I got. I might not use anything in here, guys, but hey, babe. All right. Oh, I got a new jelly stamper. This is a good one, you guys. I mean, I do have one of these, but with my stilettos so sharp, I do tend to puncture the jelly. And then there's a nice little cut in it. But this one I do like. I mean, it's pretty. It is so pretty. Look how pretty that is. And you can still see through it. So I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, you can see through it still. So, yay! Another one of those is always tops. And yes, I noticed I get a scraper with it. Use scrapers for so many different things. I do apologize, my son's cat is with me and he's kind of a butthead. Another dehydrator. Oh, good. Gel polish. Let's see what color this is. Ooh, I like that one. And you guys, I did end up getting the whole disco gel polish, which if you can, definitely do. Here's some press-ons. Those are kind of pretty. Nail decor. We're gonna have to look at that. Is this another primer? No, it's another polish. Holy crap, let's see. That's a nice fall color, I guess. Not one I would normally use, but hey, beggars and all. I like it. Alright. See, we got some gel. We got this one. Let's see. Sorry, you guys, this is like turning into a whole thing. That's a pretty color. I'll have to swatch these later because I still gotta finish my set. So, alright, see what's in here. Now, this looks like a really pretty color. This one's called Dream. Ice Dream. Yeah, we don't have to use that. Alright. Why you guys gotta make packaging so difficult? Especially knowing that, you know, we got nails. I'm just saying. Alright, so, ooh. Let's see, we've got some decals. Because I need more, folks. I need so much more. Really. Nah. That's okay. I will be using these now that I'm doing this. Alright, so we've got stars. I do like these stars and moons. And then this one is just a bunch of shapes and little lines. That's cool. Those I'll use. Alright, and then we've got some gems. And some glitters. And some foils. Alright, so that's what we got. We are going to use some of that stuff later. But for now, we're just going to do this. Since this has been the bane of my existence today. Alright, so now we got to figure out what we're going to do with the base. And honestly, I think I am going to pull out one of these reflective glitters. This is the Disco Collection, and I really like this stuff. I really like the reflective glitters. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the underside because I completely spaced that for I don't even know what reason. And let's see how many coats this is going to take. It's so shaky, you guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, this is pretty opaque. I think the one will be plenty. And I'm just gonna make a mess and try and ignore the cat spazzing the freak out, man. I don't know why he was banished to this level, but man. Because I don't want the orange all the way out, I am going to try and keep those edges pretty clean. I say try, because right about now I am kind of over this set, to be honest. I just can't do it today. I mean, but it is what it is, and it will be what it will be. So we're going to be happy with what we get with all the trimmers and everything. That's a nice shade to complement everything. I like it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this for 30 seconds. And I'll be right back. Alright, so after curing, I am going to go ahead and pop on the shiny top coat. My nails are going to be shiny today instead of having them all matte. I do just like the matte down for the nail art, like I said before. Alright, and get all this up in there. And the top coat, because it is clear, I'm not going to be so concerned if it pops over on the other side. It's just the color that I want to kind of distinguish itself apart, that complement what's going on above. Alright, so now I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's all nice and cured. I did get my palette out, and I did actually test to make sure that that would glow, and it, thank God it does, because I was about to do something stupid. Alright, so this brush I'm going to take, and I want to cover this end up a little bit. And it doesn't need to be perfectly white, but I'm thinking purple's not really the right color. Alright. I'm going to set that aside without spilling it this time, because I spilled it the first time. And I'm going to find in my midst of brushes, where? I swear I just saw it, you guys. I'm going insane today. Completely insane. The daily life of Jackie. You know what, give me a second. I'm gonna find my brush. Alright, so now that I found my fading brush, I'm gonna go ahead and just fade that up into the yellow. And then I don't know about you, but I don't really like streaks in my fading, so I'm going to take care of that. I mean, did I completely miss the tip? Yep. Wow. Okay. We're moving on. Dang it. Where did I get a fuzzy? My house. That's where. Huh, okay. So I'm going to cure this, get that off my skin for 30 seconds, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that that is all nice and cured, I'm going to go ahead and wipe with a lint-free wipe, just to make sure that there's no stickiness from the white. Alright. I don't know why this pinky's having a problem, but yeah, there's a problem. So what I really like about gel is, honestly, if you make a mistake and you've got a little extra, you can always just shave that crap off, right? Right. Alright. So there's those. This powder, man, I honestly don't know. I'm sure everything is nice and okay. So after I do that, this is where I'm gonna go in with my sequins and my gems. So for my sequins, glitters, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to I'm going to move this. It's getting in my way right now. And these colors I have yet to open, as you can tell. Alright, so there's the white. See, why couldn't the white have been that easy? I mean, for real. My yellow. I mean, all right. So now that I have all my nice pretty glitters, I'm gonna choose which nails, and I know pretty much which nails I'm gonna do what on right now. So as you can see, I've got nice, pretty even, well, almost even everything on these guys, but this guy had some serious fading, so I'm going to choose this guy, and I think I'm going to hit another one, this guy, and we are going to do glitter on these ones. So I'm going to grab my top coat. And I'm going to put a decently thick layer everywhere where I want the glitter. Alright, so now, and I only want these in their respective color order. I'm just going to move the glitters around until they're all pretty much where I want them. I'm going to wipe off my tweezers and I'm going to go to the next color. I'm going to try and keep over my pots so that I can, you know, at least save some of this, because the stuff that ends up on the drop is trash. Why am I not grabbing glitters right now? Alright. Alright, wipe off my tweezers. And then this one I'm thinking I can just boop. Although, maybe I can't just boop without way too much. Alright, so now that I've got all that, I am going to cure, and with all of my top coats and bottom coats, I do like to cure for 60 seconds. Honestly, the whole 30 seconds, okay, but I just want to make sure that everything is cured and good and ready to go for the next level. And oh wow, do these stick up. Alright. Well, that's okay, because I know that I knew I was going to have to encapsulate something. That's it, folks. This is what I'm going to encapsulate right here. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, so I just wanted to show you real quick. The glitters, not the lovely little gems, but the glitters do glow in the dark. And yeah, I should never turn this light off, I guess. We're good. All right, so now that that one's done, I am going to go ahead and polish off my pointer finger. And I'm going to do the same thing. All right. You know what, this set's gonna come out cute whether I like it or not, because this isn't exactly what I wanted to do, but you know, it's all good. Yeah, I can see glitter all over everything. I mean, nice big chunky pieces of sequiny glitter everywhere. It's all good. I mean, you can't get rid of the red, not gonna be able to get rid of orange, yellow, and white. It's all good. It's all good. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. And I'm not gonna dip it this time, because honestly, that was a bit much. Alright. And this is one of the reasons, because I did plan on doing this to at least one nail. This is one of the reasons why I did not want the ends completely pointed, because with stuff like this, it's really hard to get that point and keep it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cure this, and then I'm going to show you what we're doing with these two and this one, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that I've got those two done, we are going to go ahead and do this guy first. Actually, I can do them all, except no, I'm going to do this one first, because this whole nail, and I am using the Moravan Hard Gel. Okay, and this is some pretty clear stuff, so I really like it. But this one, I'm actually going to bust everything out to pop on gems, because this is going to be a gem-filled nail. Yay! Okay. And I don't know why I do this, you guys, but I always put the orange on the bottom. And it's yellow, orange, white. I know that. I do. I just can't. I can't. I don't know. I don't know. Alright. So I'm going to use my hard gel on this one. And I don't need an exceptionally thick layer. I just want a layer enough that it's going to hold those lovely little gemmy pieces. gel on my finger. Yay. Okay. Just need to focus and finish. Focus and finish. All right. So now that I have that on, I am going to take my top coat and I'm just going to pop a layer on top of that uncured builder gel. Here I am trying to make it completely smooth and I really don't need to. Alright, so we've got our gems. Grab my wax. That, by the way, is completely full of the gel that I spilled, and oh my gosh. Alright. Definitely having a day, folks. Definitely having a day. I better put this somewhere else. Alright. Alright, so today we're going to use this picker that I found on Amazon, and I really like it. It's really pretty. I mean, if you guys can't tell, purple is like my absolute everything in life right now, so, oh, it has been for quite a while. You can be an adult and be silly all at the same time. It's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna keep with my original design because, hey. Alright, so these come in all different sizes, and I'm just going to pop whatever I catch on and make it make sense. Well, that did not go as planned. All right. Now you guys, ooh, that was stupid. While you're doing this, keep an eye on your gel. Make sure that you're moving your hand around, because you really don't, oh, dang. You don't want that gel to congeal in one single place. Trust me. It will slide right off. This is going to be a chunky nail. It's okay, I haven't done chunky in a little while. Okay, now I'm going to try and transition into yellow. Yep, see, slide right off. Telling you. There's a little much going on right there. There's a little one. That's the same. Oh, huh. Dang it, give it to me. Sorry if my head's in the view, guys. I'm like seriously having a difficult time with this. Let's see if that's gonna work better for me. With these. Not really. I'm sliding. Yeah, I don't want that big huge one there. I keep sliding and pushing and everything. Oh, crap. Pushed it a little too hard, dang it. Okay. Oh, that big one just does not want to stay anywhere I put it. Back over there. I don't know why I can never seem to get the wax part to work. The wax end, the lovely wax end everybody else uses, but me. I do like to use wax inside these tips, you guys. I mean, honestly, it makes the precision so much easier for me than trying to use the big ass wax end that comes in with most of these. But that's just my personal preference. Alright. See how quickly we can get this done. Ha 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 ha. I don't know why I like these big ones so much. They're so big. Yeah, I know, insert joke there, but I'm not going to. Alright. Transition to the white. And wow, is this one bouncy. Alright. It's getting kind of heavy, guys. Oh, this wax is not picking up today. Do something I normally don't do unless I'm really frustrated. This just doesn't want to pick up. I had it on right. All right. All right, getting down to the end, I want to just keep it with the smaller pieces. That is not on right. I got a small one and put it here. It's not going to hold that up, but it's okay. Try and keep it so it looks random. It's the hard part. Wow, okay. We really shifted. We really weren't paying very good attention here, were we? Alright, so the end of that, I'm actually going to polish the end off with a little bit of glitter because this is already getting pretty heavy and I'm running out of stuff, so a little bit of glitter. That was a little too much glitter. Okay, still want to keep my shape. Alright, make sure everything is where I want it to be. And I'm going to go ahead and hit like this real quick, because that will set really quickly. Alright, so now I've got a thick nail, but it's cute. It's fine. Not quite what I wanted to do, but it's close enough. Alright, so now I'm going to put a thin layer of my hard gel over these two nails. And this I do want pretty thin and pretty even. So yeah, I'm smoothing this out. Alright, so now that I have a thin layer there, I'm going to go ahead and top that off. Get that nice and even, keep it crisp, and then I'm going to do the same for my pinky. I am going to try and keep this finger this way so that things don't run where they're not supposed to. And then if I can get what I want, a little bit more. Yeah, this stuff is not as easy to work with as some of the builder gels, the hard builder gels I've worked with, but it definitely does its job. And then I am going to top coat this. Alright, and then on this one, I'm going to just choose a single size, and I'm going to pop one. Now you guys, these are glass, so yeah, they get heavy. I can attest to that right now. Alright, one there. Not the same size. Go for the same size, Jackie. There you go. Wow. We having problems. Alright, one in there. Get rid of any of that noise. Alright. And then same with Binky. I don't want that size. Don't want that size. And same thing. Dang it, I saw it. There it is. On this side. Alright, now let's make sure that there's no spillage. And then I'm going to go ahead and cure these because I don't want to keep them sliding around. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now that those are cured, I'm going to leave those alone because those are done. Now I am going to go in and encapsulate these glitters, and I got glitter in my builder gel, folks. Yay. Alright, so this is a nice hard builder gel, so I do cure for a full 2 minutes. I do that now just as a general rule because I have in the past had builder gels where you had to cure for like 3 minutes, or it was bad, folks, bad, and somehow that's not happening. Alright, and I am going to try and get this as even as possible because I don't want to file so much. Alright. Why do I have glitters popping up? Should not have that. That's gonna get filed into. That's okay. Alright. Wow, my ring finger is really heavy. The things I do for nail art. I don't want it too bulky either. I am gonna kind of chill this out for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and cure this. I'll be right back. Alright, so all cured. I am going to get that tacky layer off. Of these two. Because, yeah, that top coat did its job. I don't have to do anything else with those. So just off of these two. And the Moravan, I do like it, but it's very tacky. So, yeah, you have to kind of make sure it's not sticky. Alright, so now, excuse me, I am going to kind of cover this because I am going to take my lovely Micarta file and I'm going to go over, that's still sticky. You know what, I'm not using my Micarta file for those because that's my last Micarta file. Which means I have to order more. So I'm going to use one of those cheap Amazon files. And it's just this guy, you guys. Alright. Apologize for the noises. Alright. You know what I'm going to do? Give me a moment. I'm going to actually top coat this, and then that way that's going to be a non-sticky layer, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that I'm working with a non-tacky layer, thank you, I'm going to take this guy, and I am going to take the softer grit because I don't want to file too much into the glitters. I just really want to make sure that I'm smooth and shaped. Keeping that shape can be kind of difficult, especially when you're working with layers and encapsulation, so I try and push whatever I'm encapsulating up from the sides as much as I can so that I keep my shape. Alright, so that said, I did file into some of the glitters, but I felt I was moving them around while I was putting, I don't know, but that happened. It's just going to be a day for me. All right. No, not all right. Maybe. Dusty. All right. All right. So now that I've done that, I am going to go ahead and use this buffer. Like I said, I really don't remember which kit it came with. All right. And I'm going to try not to file myself as much as I have been. Buff it out. What? Alright, found problem. This is why you continuously look, and I always feel my nails for the smoothness that I want. This is obviously not smooth, but whatever. Alright. Now we rebuff this. Get rid of all of that. And then this is how these are looking. Give me just a second. And I'm going to go ahead and top coat these two. I don't need anything else on these. These ones are done. I just want my glitter nails top coated. And you know, I don't care who says it's too much for everybody to say it, but honestly, when you put that shine over glitter or anything encapsulated, just watching it come alive is just, I mean, from that to that. Yeah, to that. It's just so satisfying to see it. Alright, so I'm going to pop these in the lamp for 60 seconds. I'll show you the final results here. I'll be right back. Alright, so isn't that pretty? Yeah, that's pretty. So I am going to take and just kind of go over, because I do still have dust on my nails. And I'm the dumbass who forgot to wipe that off. And I am going to go ahead and also give these guys a good scrub. Make sure that I don't have anything going on anywhere, really. All right. So that's them. Now today I am going to use, and don't mind this is not what it is at all. This is actually a mixture. I found this cuticle oil on Amazon, and I do like it. I like it a lot. I add just a little bit of this sweet almond oil. Now this particular brand, this particular sweet almond oil has pretty much no scent. So it's not like that nice, really sweet almond. But I add this because it is very moisturizing and I need that. But I also do add a little bit of this sweet pea oil. Now, I like sweet pea, so I wear it. I wear it a lot. And might as well match, right? So that's what I'm going to be using as my cuticle oil mixture. And this stuff, I do like this oil because it dries, like it absorbs quickly, which is always nice for cuticle oil. All right, rub that all in. Knock over my cuticle oil, just have to make more. And then I do usually like to finish off on, you know, my pore dehydrated through the UV and all of the everything I put on it, all the alcohol. Now I do use just this Coppertone Sport, and I do coat my hand with it before I start, but that's just because I don't like the difference. But I will give you an outside view, I'll give you an in the dark view, and you guys subscribe, like, please comment down below, let me know what you think. Otherwise, have a great. Alright, so here's this week's nails in the sun. Just did some nice easy candy corns. Hope you like, subscribe, comment down below. Rock on. Peace out. Have a great day. Alright, in the dark.